Welcome, boys and girls. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Miss Sharon, and I am from Living Faith Church in Port St. Lucie, Florida, the Tradition area. And we are here to share children's sermons with you once again. And this is my friend Scrappy. And Scrappy loves to be part of this. He just loves to share the Bible with boys and girls. And you know what he does? Do you want to tell them? Oh, he's still a little shy, he says. Okay. Well, he likes to hide a secret in his heart that will give you a clue about today's Bible story. Is that right? Am I saying it right? Okay. And sometimes, oh, what? Ooh, he brought some things too to help us decide what Bible story is. Also, what he does is he tells us where we can find it in the Bible. And I'd like to tell you, boys and girls, that if perhaps you do not have a children's Bible, that our church would gladly provide you with one. Just please have mom or dad or someone else, an adult, just respond to the email that you'll see at the end of our session this afternoon. So, boys and girls, are you ready? Okay. All right, we're going to turn him over because he keeps it in his heart. So we're ready to turn him over. Are you ready? I just wish you weren't so ticklish. Okay, woo, boy. My goodness, Scrappy. This is one. Whoa, you've got a heavy heart, yeah. Oh, it's a big story, okay. Whoa, what is in your heart? My goodness, this must be a very important lesson. Is it important? Okay, let's see what we've got here. Help me out here. Oh. A hammer. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Little pinchers. Okay, interesting. Anything else in here? Oh, I'm seeing something else. Let's see. Help me out here. And a screwdriver. Are you going to tell me? Oh, there's a paper in here too. Okay, let's see what this says. It says rocks or sand? What in the world? Rocks or sand and tools. Okay, all right. You sure these go together? Okay. Well, you know, boys and girls, Matthew, it's in the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verses 21 through 29 is where you'll find the story about rocks or sand. Oh, you know what, Scrappy? All of a sudden, this story is starting to come to me. I think, could this be the story about the wise man and the foolish man? Oh, my good. Oh, yeah, I got, kisses, because I guessed it. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, well, you know what? Let's think about this first. What is the definition of wise? What does it mean to be wise? Well, you know what it means to be wise, Scrappy? It's somebody who really thinks about things. Somebody who is wise maybe reads a lot, maybe asks questions, and listens when people give them good suggestions so they can make good choices. That would be a wise man. Now, what about foolish? Whoa, yeah. Well, a foolish man's kind of just the opposite, boys and girls. Foolish is when you don't listen to anybody. You just kind of go with it. And you just kind of decide whatever you want to do is just what you'll do. And you don't listen when someone says, be careful, take your time, watch out. Nope, that's exactly what happens. Oh, well, so we have a wise man and we have a foolish man. And we have tools. I know where this is going. And you know what we also have? We have something called a parable. Boys and girls, Jesus tells stories that are called parables. And parables are stories that have a special meaning. They have a special meaning for you and for me. And for Scrappy too. Yep. It has a very, very special meaning. So when you listen to this story today about the wise man and the foolish man, I want you to think really hard. Put your thinking caps on and think about what this story means to you. What does Jesus want you to remember in this story? So you ready to go build? Let's do it. So boys and girls, welcome to the building of houses, the story of the wise man and the foolish man. And we already talked about what wise and foolish means, right? The wise man, not a good listener, not at all. He just kind of goes along and does whatever he wants, doesn't he? Follows the crowd, one of those kind of guys. But our wise man, he is a good listener and he prepares. He wants to be sure that he does things the right way. So he listens, he researches, and then he makes a good choice. So let's talk about these two guys. They decided to build a house, and the both of them, they did a really good job with these houses. Good roofs on them, put them on, put everything in that's supposed to be. They used the hammers, they used the screwdrivers to make sure things were tight and wouldn't get loose. And they used the little pinchers probably inside for the electrical part of it. They were busy. They were really, really busy. So they both made quite sturdy houses. So the foolish man, he started kind of sort of listening. That's a good sign, isn't it? Rat-a-tat-tat, day and night. Took a long time for these houses to be built. But first they said, let's find a good place to put these houses. Where should we put them? We need a good, solid foundation for these houses. You know, says the wise man, he says, I want something strong. I want something that if a hurricane comes, we're set. We've got it. We've got a good, strong foundation. We're going to build up high. And you know what he thought about immediately? He thought about rocks. He said, let's get the rocks. And you know as well as I do, these are small rocks because this is a story. However, if you build a house and you build it on hard rocks, that's a big job. They have to bring all those rocks in. They have to use big machinery. It's a lot of very, very hard work. And not only is it a lot of very, very hard work, but it takes a long time as well. So he spent a very long time building a good, strong foundation for his house. And when he found the flattest rocks he could, he settled his house right on it. And then, boys and girls, he went even further. He got more rocks in, and he put them all around the house. That was a really good idea, wasn't it? Because now this way, this house, if something should happen, probably is not going to go anywhere because it's well protected, isn't it? Oh, building a house on a rock is a really, really, really good idea. And it takes a long time, but you know what? Something that takes a long time is really worth it. So there he was, building this house and putting these rocks on. And now our foolish man, he's watching this whole thing go on. And you know what he said? Forget that noise. There is no way I am going to do that. That takes way too much time. And I want this house right now. And you know what? I want to be as close to that water as I can. I want to be able to see it right first thing in the morning all the time. He didn't even think about rain. He didn't think about hurricanes. All he thought about was what he wanted. Well, wow, this is a lot of work. And if these were really big rocks, can you imagine how long it would take to put these all around this house to guard it? This would really take a long time. Wow, a lot of work, a lot of time. And then he said, you know what? I think I'm finished. Well, now the foolish man said, nice job, but you know what? I'm not interested in that. So you know what he did? He went and got himself some sand. He said, sand's beautiful. I love sand. I'm going to get some sand. And he made a foundation of sand. There you go. And he said, oh, this is going to be wonderful. I walk right outside on the beach. I'll be right there on the sand. This is going to be a wonderful, wonderful thing. So we've got the wise man with the rocks, the foolish man with the sand. Do I need to tell you what happens next? Next thing that happens, we start getting a little bit of rain. It's not so bad when we have a little bit of rain, is it? No, it's not so bad. It's not so bad when we have a little bit of rain. And you know how it is. And if you live in Florida, let me tell you, when the rain starts to kick up, it is not fun. When the rain starts to kick up, anything can happen. And then when the hurricanes come, look at this. The rocks are moving around a little bit. The house moves slightly. But what happened? That house of the wise man who took his time and built it on a rock stood firm. I don't even want to look at the foolish man's house because that is making me so sad. Do you remember that I told you that this story was a parable and there was something about this story that was meant for you and me? Well, this is what Jesus says. We are the house. We are the house. And you notice both these men worked very, very hard on their house. They really did. They worked very hard on it. They did a good job. But this foolish man did not build it on a good, strong foundation. The wise man built it on the rock. Do you know who the rock is, boys and girls? The rock is Jesus. The Bible tells us that Jesus is the rock. I don't know about you, but when I build my life, I want to build it on the rock. I don't want to build it on sinking sand. No way, no how. Nope. I want to know that when things get bad, when I get lonely, and people sometimes aren't so nice to me, and sometimes, we go through this thing where we have this terrible virus and we can't get out. We have to stay inside and not see our grandmoms and grandpops, and our grandmoms and grandpops can't see us. That's just as sad, trust me. Well, when that happens, we want to know that Jesus is with us. So do a heart check. If he's in there, he is with you all the time. You're never, ever, ever alone. He is with you from morning until night. And you need to listen to him too, because he has a lot to say to you. And he never, ever, ever tires from hearing from you. So, boys and girls, I don't know about you, but I'm all about the rock. And you know what? I understand why Scrappy gave us all those tools. This was a big job, wasn't it? But it was more about the foundation. So remember, build your life on the rock. Let all God's children say, amen.
The wise man built his house upon the rock. The wise man built his house upon the rock. The wise man built his house upon the rock. And the rains came a-tumbling down. The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up. And the house on the rock stood firm. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. And the rains came a-tumbling down. The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up. And the house on the sand went splat. So build your house on the Lord Jesus Christ. So build your house on the Lord Jesus Christ. So build your house on the Lord Jesus Christ. And the blessings will come down. The blessings come down as your prayers go up. The blessings come down as your prayers go up. The blessings come down as your prayers go up. So build your life on the Lord.
Hi, I'm Pastor Marianne Kellenbach from Living Faith Church in Tradition, Florida. You have been listening to Miss Sharon's children's sermons, and I hope that you've been enjoying them. Now, if you're listening on your own, I want you to tell your parents about this offer that we have. And if you are listening with your moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas, aunts, uncles, or an adult, great. This is geared towards the two of you or all of you. What we are offering is a free children's Bible. So if you do not have a children's Bible, then one is being offered to you for free. We give these out every Sunday at our welcome table. We have children's Bibles as well as adult Bibles. So if you don't have adults that are listening, if you don't have a Bible, we also have one that we can send to you. It is the NIV, the New International Version, and it is large print. So most people like that. It's a soft cover. This children's Bible is absolutely amazing, the Jesus Storybook Bible. the way that you can get this is all you have to do is send me an email to the email link that's below, pastormarianne@gmail.com, and I will get in touch with you through email, find out your address, and get this off to you. And if you provide me with your name, then I will have a little dedication in the front presentation for you. This is a fabulous Bible. It tells the story. It's Every Story Whispers His Name. It is by far the best children's Bible that I've really ever seen. And so that's why we give these out. So this is yours for the asking. I can't say yours for the taking. It is yours for the asking. And again, no cost whatsoever. It will be mailed off to you. And when we resume services, if you come and worship with us, they will be on the welcome table. The adult Bible is also available. So just send me an email. Blessings to you. And I hope that I will be going to the post office frequently and sending off these free Bibles to you. Blessings.